Hey, what's going on? Luciano Martinez here with Remax Platinum. Just kind of wanted to make a quick video. Uh, if you don't know who I am already, I'm a real estate agent. If you already know who I am, we've probably worked together, or you've seen some of my ads or some to that effect, right? So, kind of wanted to real quickly make a quick video about something that I just started doing. Something that I think is going to give me and hopefully you, the competitive edge in the industry. There's not a lot of agents in this area doing it. Um, but anyways, so I wanted to create this video to let you know what sets me apart from other agents. In case you're on the fence about, hey, I want to work with this agent or that agent, or if you're on the fence about selling property or even buying property, I want to let you know what sets me apart from others out there. And because it's not always just about, oh, he's got great customer service. There's a lot of us that have great customer service, right? I'm coming from the teaching industry. I mean, from the teaching background, from the education background. I'm a teacher. I'm still a teacher, right? And I won't shy away from that, from the fact that I'm a teacher, and I'm a real estate agent. I'm now a broker associate, right? So I work really, really hard to get to where I am at today. But what I want to do is I want to show you real quickly, I guess maybe a listing presentation and or a marketing presentation to let you know what sets me apart from other agents. And so one of the things, and I'm going to go ahead and minimize my button right here. One of the things I want to let you know is what I've been doing for many years now, or for many months, is Google advertising. And I do that for myself. I don't think there's very many agents around the area that do that. So I do this Google advertising. I'm just going to show you my last 26 days of what it looks like. I had 28 leads, or 28 people have actually signed up. I've had 5,320 impressions. And I've been doing this for a couple of years, on and off, more consistently now in the last 2 or 3 months, just trying to pick up the business, right? That being said, all of that traffic is driven to my website. Now, I'm a real estate agent that takes a lot of pride in his website. I do a lot of blogging. I just wrote one up, and this is what prompted this particular video. So I wanted to why homeowners are looking to sell with me, right? And so I do a lot of blogging. I try to blog at least once a month, maybe twice a month, and just create traffic, generate traffic to the website, right? But I do a lot of blogging. If you're interested in seeing the office listings, the agent listings right here. But yeah, going back to the blogging and the reason behind this video, right? So like I said, I do a lot of blogging. One of the things that's going to hopefully give me a competitive edge here in more recent moving forward, right? More recent time / moving forward is I just signed up with Homes.com. I'm now a member of what seems to be a great marketing platform, right? I say it's a great marketing platform because it's everywhere. If we're looking at where this particular platform markets, it's marketing on Facebook, TED, CNN, Business, Fox Business, Meta, anywhere that you can think of is Homes.com markets, right? And so the way it works is, and this is just kind of an example. This is a new listing that I just took on for 813. So in case you know 813 West 13th Street, if you have any particular people that are interested in buying or looking at this particular property, let me know. But anyways, the way it works is the Homes.com marketing advantages. We're going to reach 14,000 home buyers. We're going to reach 120,000 total views of your home. This is the marketing advantage for being a member with Homes.com. And it's not just, it's you're a member with Homes.com. It's your home is being showcased across multiple platforms, right? So partnering with me is not just about like great customer service. It's going to be marketing your home to try and get as many eyes as possible onto your home. I already talked to you about like the impressions here. This is just in the last 30 days, but now we're trying to not only do the Google advertising, but we're also trying to have as many eyes on your property. See this picture right here. Have as many eyes on your listing, right? It gets plastered all over the place. You've seen it before where you have like homes or not homes, but you have like certain advertisements that are following you along. That's what this is. If you've looked at homes in this area, you're gonna have this little ad following you along, and that's kind of like the idea of where I was going with this when I signed up with Homes.com. The idea is that in this area, there's not very many agents that are signed up for this, and so I am. And I'm like one out of like 30 or 40 agents out of 1,800 that are signed up for this. And, if you're looking in this particular area, for example, and I know this is not the McAllen, San Juan fire area, but if you're looking in this particular area, my listing or the listings that I have will pop up in that search first. And that's kind of like the first competitive edge. You'll be the first listing to populate. Along with this, I do offer this offers I'm offering the 3D Matterport, and so I'll show you what that looks like. The 360, and then it has the floor map as well. I'll show you what that looks like here in a little bit. Basically, this is what it is. You get the 3D dollhouse, the digital tour. So this, if you're interested in listing, we'll have the 3D Matterport scanner go out there. He'll scan the property. Along with that, you get a floor map of the property, right? So real cool. A lot of marketing that gets put into this. Like I said, it will populate in apps such as ESPN, Facebook, the New York Times, El Politico, Forbes, Investing.com, YouTube. It'll just pop up anywhere you can think of as far as platforms go, right? Whenever it comes to buyers searching on Homes.com and they're looking for schools, your home will populate as one of the first homes in that particular school district if it falls within that school district, right? There's a lot of email marketing that goes into play. So your home is gonna have eyes on it at all times, or as many possible times as possible, right? And so there's something also that I'm gonna be sharing with you if you decide to list with me, something called listing analytics, and I'll show you what that looks like here in a little bit. It's right here. So listing analytics it tells you just through the Homes.com site, and even with the ads that are being run, how many times this particular property has been viewed. So I listed this house back in, I want to say September, October, this one. But before I joined Homes.com, I was nowhere near total views of 10,000. Obviously I have my website. My website has its views, and I don't know how many views have been to this particular house on my website, but through Homes.com, we've seen this. People have seen 10,000, 11,000 views, right? We can see that prior to this on Homes.com, prior to me being a member, it wasn't being viewed very many times, right? But then as soon as I became a member in the week of the February 8th, we had 81 total views, and then we had 76 total views and 56 total views. And there's a little bit more specs right there because I know it doesn't add up to 10,000, but detail pages. So that's detail pages. So total views are impressions as well. Detail page views are the ones that actually bring you to this particular site or page, right? So then we have display ads. Where has it been shown? It's been shown all of these. So if you decide to list with me, we're gonna go ahead and market it all over the place. It's not just gonna be marketed on here or there. And we also market to the agents, right? So, if you have questions as to why it's why I'm the agent that you should be listing with, this is the reason why. I'm trying to get eyes on your property. Like I said, trying to get eyes on your property, as many as we can, right? Because that's what's gonna move the home. Now, obviously, we're in a kind of a funky market right now where homes may stay on the market 180 days, 190 days, 200 days, and there's no activity in the home, and all of a sudden, believe it or not, I actually just placed an offer on a property recently where it had been on the market for 180 days, and I'm telling my buyer, I go, hey dude, it's been on the market 180 days. Nobody wants to purchase this property. I kid you not. We actually got outbid that day because somebody also happened to look at it that same day, and they also happened to place an offer, and then the agent reaches back out and says, hey, can you guys please submit your highest and best offer? And so we actually ended up getting outbid that day. But that's neither here nor there in regards to being on the buyer side. You're on the listing side. That's what we want. We want multiple offer situations, right? So I'm not saying that that's going to be the case all the time. I'm saying that it's a funky market, right? And so we want to be able to put and promote your property behind in screens for where we can have as many eyes as possible on these properties, right? On your property. So if you have questions about how I work or what I do, there's a lot that goes into all this. I just kind of want, like I said, I wanted to give you a quick. I know it's not quick, but I want to give you a quick overview of what it is that I do, that I can do to help market your property. Okay, if you have any questions regarding this or the process and how I work or what I do, feel free to reach out. Give me a call, 956-862-1556. That's my personal line. 956-476-2925. That's my work line. Reach out. I'm happy to have a conversation. I charge nothing to have a conversation with you, just to talk about how I work and what my business is and how I do it and what I do and how we negotiate and all that. Give me a call. If you have questions, give me a call. 956-862-1556.